What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play sort of podcast thing. I don't know what this is. You don't know what it is. I did a little bit of off-camera mining, collecting some resources. Just built a farm and stuff. Got an enchantment table, got some stuff. But, yeah. Today, man, I don't know what we're gonna do. But, the fans have been begging, please, another episode, please. I was like, alright, I guess. Just quit your whining. Um, got a few things to talk about today I've thought of. First, I have a little story though. I was like driving to Target the other day because I was on like a grocery run, and this guy brake checked me, and I was like I'm holding a beer and some guy brake checked me, and I'm like, guy, come on, you're kidding me. Uh, but yeah, I didn't hit him, but he brake checked me while I was sipping on a Corona Light with a little lime in it. How I like it. And he brake checked me. It's like the audacity. I also looked up this Minecraft joke. It's, I thought about building a house in Minecraft, but then I realized I just end up with a really expensive dirt shack. At least in real life, I can blame the landlord for my bad living conditions. That's a good one. I don't have a landlord. Um, so yeah, I did a little bit exploring too. Um, got a horse we can take over there. I think actually the other side of this mountain will be a bit better to build on. It's a little bit flatter, but still a good like base. I'm thinking about building like a medieval village looking thing. I'd like to build multiple areas around the world because I'd like to play in this world for a while. Even if the Let's Play doesn't go on forever, have this world because I always quit. It's like, I keep saying like, and I'm already thinking about it. But it's just me here talking to myself, so what can I do? See, I think this area would be pretty good. I'm thinking, some shops along the river, um, housing, just sort of spread it out. And I'd like to try to find a build style today while I talk about whatever I'm going to talk about. Uh, a show I love, Invincible. Great show. I'm sure most people have seen it by now, or at least have heard about it. I think season 3 is airing right now. For those of you watching this down the line, season 3 is airing right now, and the 7th episode came out today, out of 8. And I thought this is my second favorite episode that they've had. Uh, I did think season 2 was lackluster compared to season 1, but season 2 did have my favorite episode, the Allen episode. But this season, I feel like had more of a direction with their story. Whereas last season just kind of felt like a lot of one-offs. I know it all built on each other, but this season felt like there was a lot going on. And, oh, by the way, spoiler warning. I'm going to assume anyone who's listening to this knows what's going on. But spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Today's episode was the Invincible War, or whatever. And it was just awesome. They finally got, like, all these other characters. They got Britt to come in, played by Jonathan Banks. I do feel like they're paying, like, a lot of money for these big celebs to voice these characters when it could just be, like, someone. But Jonathan Banks' voice is so distinct, I feel like other people couldn't match that. So to have him in the show is actually quite good. But I also liked Aaron Paul, but he never dropped the B word. I won't say it for those who don't know what it is, but he never dropped the B word, and I feel like that's, like, you have to have Aaron Paul say that. Just a big old. It's weird how it's a Breaking Bad and Walking Dead reunion. I never watched The Walking Dead, but I know a lot of the actors, because it's made by the same guy, came in, and the people are like, it's like the same cast, you know, Steve Yeun. Um, well, that's all I really know, but that's what I've heard about, and I'm gonna believe it. Uh, but yeah, I really like how this season's going in a direction. I know, like, basically the entire show has been written out so far because of the comic that came out. For the comic, there's three compendiums. I read the first one, and I thought it was really good. I think it's like about at the end of where the first compendium leaves off in the show right now, which means that we're gonna have another like, oh, strong gust of wind outside. Just scared me a little bit. Guilty. I thought I was gonna be walked in on. Nope. I need to go over here. Otherwise, I'm never gonna. I'm just jumping around, having a good old time talking about a show that I love. So yes, where was I? Oh, yeah, Powerplex, Aaron Paul. I quite like that. It felt, I don't know. I like how every episode does feel contained, but also adding to the better major story. And I didn't think we were gonna see Powerplex for like a season or two, but to have him come back immediately was quite entertaining. And for him to get some justice of what he wanted, he's definitely in the wrong, but there was a place of truth where like Invincible is bad. Like he, oh, sorry, I just had nachos for dinner. It was delicious, but I always get some indigestion, you know. I got no idea what I was saying. Oh yeah, Powerplex being back in the next show was nice. Like I like, it feels like a comic because all these characters can just come in and out. Like all these other shows and like especially the MCU, it is such a spectacle for someone to come in where it is exciting, but it happens much more rarely and the world doesn't feel as connected as it could. While in Invincible, basically every episode has like the cast of characters coming back into it, and it's really like nicely put together, which is another great thing about the show. I, I am missing Omni Man though Nolan. He's one of the best characters, and to not have him there, you can definitely feel it. It kind of feels like they're missing like it feels like if the old Patriots, if you had, you know, Tom Brady, Julian Edelman out there, and then you sat Gronk for a season, it's like, come on, give us Gronk, you know? He's like such a meathead, but he's one of the best out there. I don't know much about football. That was a bad analogy. I realized I don't know if I can build and talk at the same time. How do people do this? I guess I'll just start. But yeah, I think J.K. Simmons is one of my favorite actors. I always forget about him, and then I see him do something, and I'm like, he's fantastic. Say that again. What did you? No, it's what did you say? It's fantastic. But yeah, J.K. Simmons is great, and that leads to my next topic. No, I shouldn't. That's such a harsh segue. That's not gonna sound right. All right, post, cut that, and just cut that, and find some place to make a good segue. I think I'm having a stroke. Jesus Christ, I can't say anything. Whiplash. Boom ba da dum ba dum ba dum bum. Bam ba da bam ba bum ba bam. Ba da 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 dum ba dum ba dum. Bam ba ba bam ba bam ba ba da bam. Bum ba da dum ba dum ba da ba dum. Bam ba ba bam ba bam ba bam. I rewatched Whiplash the other day, and I love that movie so much. Like, just everything about it. The lighting, the music, the story, the emotion. It's rare a movie makes me feel like that does. Like, I've got no stake in it. What do I care about Neiman? Neiman. He's just a little guy, you know? And how do people build and talk at the same time? When I'm in a call with my friends, I think I sit there mute so much. or not mute, but like I just don't talk. How do people do it, man? Um, Whiplash. Everything about it is fantastic. Every time it's like you feel, you know, I've probably watched it 10, 15 times, and every time I watch it, I feel the same emotions, the same like energy, the same uneasiness that J.K. Simmons puts into every scene. And as the story goes on, the like fear and anger from Miles Teller, you just feel, and not many movies do that. As many as there should be. Sometimes it's like, oh, that came out of nowhere. But I feel like the entirety of Whiplash is big emotion, you know? And you don't get that often. I think, call me crazy, but I am a sucker for a 90-minute movie. I prefer them over almost any 2.5 hour movie. I think most movies can be told in that amount of time, and most 2.5 hour movies are filler. And Whiplash proves that perfectly. I'm gonna say something that's been said a million times before, but I gotta fill this with something. It's just great. It's, I've said that, oh, I think probably the hardest part about listening to this is that I keep getting flustered with what I'm saying because what I'm saying is stupid, but it is. And being meta about it right now isn't gonna help it at all. It's probably just making it worse. Oh well. I need to sleep and I don't have a bed. Yeah, Whiplash. But like, uh, meta. Indigestion's going crazy right now too. I'm so sorry. Um, Crud. Cut this. Cut this. Oh yeah, and like Neiman. That's such a funny name. Neiman becomes arguably just as bad as Fletcher by the end. I know some of it's like Fletcher's control of him, but it's also on him. Like getting in that car accident, freaking out, going back to Fletcher at the end. Like, you gotta know how to step back, and he just did not get the help for that. And he should have. It sucks, but, you know, yeah. But I think the best part about that movie is the director, Demi. Oh my god. I shouldn't be recording right now. But I wanted to build a house, and I felt like I already made so much progress off camera. I had to do something. Don't give me apparently. Don't give me that. Apparently dog tastes good. Don't give me apparently. But yeah, Damien Chazelle's great, and he's the director of my second favorite movie. Whiplash is probably top 10, but my second favorite movie is La La Land. La La Land. It's just that movie, man. That friggin' movie. That movie. It's Ryan Gosling, one of my favorite actors. Oops. One of my favorite actors, not just because he has an awesome name. Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, also J.K. Simmons, and that's most people in it. It's telling the story about like I feel like oh my god, stop saying that. This is horrible. I should just cut the whole thing. Most stories are utilizing a outer force, an external force, like a bad guy or a natural disaster. I feel like those are very common And in most rom-coms, it's not even, they just, it's not the same reasons as it is for La La Land, where they know they can't work for each other. While other rom-coms, it's always like miscommunication and all these other factors. But La La Land, it's, they just want to see each other happy, and they know, oh, this is only four. Crud. They want to see each other happy, but they know to be happy they have to let each other go. I think that's much more difficult than a lot of these, like, oh, she said this, he said that, and ooh, I'm gonna die. I feel like the fact that it's just they won't work out for each other. And I'd say 98% of rom-coms and dramas end with them being together, and that's just how it is. But sometimes that's not how it is. Let me tell you that is not how it is. And I feel like that's nice to actually see in such a heartfelt and like the way they use music. Oh, oh my god. The way they use music to convey these emotions, like on their date at the planetarium, only really talking using the orchestra music in the background. It's so good. It's good. Oh, there's so many monsters. They're in my head, man. You out of me head, man. You out of me head. But yeah, like they both just want to achieve their dreams, and that's nice. It's also just looks nice. I like I said in the last episode with Baby Driver, I love just good old-fashioned cinematography, and I think Whiplash, La La Land, they do it great, you know? They do it great. That's my Matthew McConaughey impression. I have no idea what I'm building right now. Just putting pen to paper. Go 3 or 4 high. 4, I want to be tall. Tall and lanky. Oh, I forgot I was recording. What else do I gotta say? Not much. I don't know, man. I'm just tired. Always tired. Maybe I'll just cut out the audio for this part and play like Daft Punk. I've got this idea for a movie where it's this kid in like a small town who is kind of like mute, or he's not mute and deaf, but he just doesn't talk. And throughout the movie, he's just saving up for money. But you never know what the money's for until the end. I won't spoil it, cause maybe I'll make it someday. But he's just saving up money. I think a funny scene would be he's at the car wash store with the big vacuums that you put coins in. I think he like walks up with a big magnet and tries to get money out of there. I think that would be funny. I think that'd give me a little chuckle. I also think it would be funny if he gets like tied up by his feet and like gets his money stolen. I think that'd be good. For a few school projects, I've been like tied up and tortured. Or not like tortured, but appeared to have been tortured. It's weird how many times it has happened. Like I got tied to a chair. I won't show the videos, but I have been tied to a chair. I was waterboarded one time. Or not waterboarded, but like pretended to be. And it never got used anywhere. I don't know where this footage is. It better be out there. If this is ugly. I'll add like an overhang. It never got used anywhere. And it's like, what was the point of that? I don't know where it is. You guys do the Grimace Shake Challenge? That was crazy. That was crazy. Crazy. Can't believe, can't believe we did that. Um, I usually build like the same house every time. I'm trying to change it up here. I don't think it's working, but oh well. I'll probably tear this down after the video. Yeah, the Grimace Shake challenge is crazy. People just like, were we pretending to be dead or what were we doing? I don't understand it. It was funny. Every time I'd show people videos, I get a little chuckle. Get a little hooting and hollering. Oh, crud. Mm. Chat, I need to just help. I need you to help me make a decision. Either go bald or grow my hair. Because I want both. But you can't have both. Gotta choose one. Like, I don't know if I'd look good bald, but it'd be so free to live. Why did I do this? Why didn't I just pillar up each time? It'd be so free. I'd get to, like, use body wash on my head. Probably, I think. I think that's how it works. Mm, needs, like, a facade. Or a crown mold. Maybe that's what it's called. But, I was watching tips on building. I think I'll try lay out some more stuff. Like, what was it? Oh yeah, like I think I don't know if I'd look good going bald, but I think life would just be easier. You would get you could get away with just living. I could wear a hat every day. Cause honestly, sometimes why I don't wear a hat is because it doesn't fit with my hair. I don't have long hair. I have like short to medium length hair, but I how do I not focus? I don't understand. What do I do on the other side? All the way then. Yeah, I think living bald would be easy as pie. Big old slice of apple pie. But pie's not being served at the table. The table wants you to have cake, and I don't like cake, but they're serving it, and that's what they want. They want you to have cake and eat it too. But oh my god, to just throw on a baseball cap and you just be a different person. But I feel like I'm both too skinny and I don't have enough facial hair. You need to have one of them. Otherwise, I'd look insane. I'd have to wear a hat everywhere, everywhere. And I like wearing a hat, but I don't know if I could do it all that time. But I don't know. So put in the chat, put in the comments, should I go bald? I don't know. I think this would look nice as like a porch. I'm gonna look up like more reference pictures and images and videos later. But right now I'm just kind of putting a foundation down. So that way in the future I can work on it in videos and not be so befuddled. Sorry if you heard that. I don't want you to hear it. What else? What else? Yeah. And the bald filter. Those bald filters never do it. I don't think that's how you would actually look. So how can I trust it? And it's like, I'm so curious. Do I have a nice head for being bald? I hope so. Like, I'm not balding at all. I got still a great mane of hair. There are some people I know that are balding, and it's like, I know you're young, but if you cut it now, people are going to get used to it quicker. So just start. There's also some people I know who are way too old and way too bald and still holding on. Just go for it. It says gullible on the floor and everyone can see it. Sorry, but it's the truth. Open your eyes. But I'd look, I don't know, would I look good bald? There's only one way to know. But when's the time to try? Maybe soon, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I did not hit her. I did not. That's my... What is that? Jesus. 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 I did not hit her. I did not... Oh, the room. Duh. Tell me what's so. Wazzo. Here's my animals and crops. Pretty proud. I got some good pickaxes. I don't like playing the game without Silk Touch and a Fortune Pickaxe. I feel as though you're extremely limited until you have them. Otherwise, you can't do as much. Like, I don't want to mine up diamonds without them. Oh my god, I just want to sleep. That's why I need this house chat. Don't say chat. Don't give me apparently. Don't give me apparently they taste good. I think I'm like out of resources. Or I have resources, but not on me. I think I should also get a... Oh, I am low. Bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. Oh, I also had my first death. It was... Does it say it on here? Does it not? I feel like it'd be like deaths. Is it just times died? I don't know. Oh, number of death. Why would it? I feel like it should just be death. Number of deaths one is from falling to a piglin brute. Yeah. I got hit and I had one heart left and I jumped to escape it. And I jumped down 4 blocks instead of 3. Or it was a 3 block fall, but I jumped and made it a 4 block fall. And I just died and I was so upset. But I'm back. I didn't quit. Yeah, the nether portal spawn is right at a bastion. It stinks like BS. Which is not... I'll tell you, it doesn't smell good. BS does not smell good. I want to talk more about going bald or not, but I got nothing. See, Ludwig got bald? I think that's why it's on my mind. Ludwig, Lud. Saying the same word over and over again is not entertaining. Not even for yourself. How long's it been? When did I start? Say 45 right now. I can't cut it yet. I feel like I came up with some topics, but I didn't write them down. All I've been writing down is my movie ideas. And they're not... I basically told you all of them. Oh, he loves Daft Punk. I was thinking about Daft Punk. And that's why I started talking about the movie. The only like character trait I wrote about him was that he loves Daft Punk. That's it. One of my dreams is to go paramotoring. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's you attach a big fan to your back and you have a parachute and you just fly. And I think that's the closest we are to just flying right now. Like not jetpacks, not those water shoes, paramotors. I think we should all invest in paramotors and have the sky be populated with them. Imagine if I could go. I feel like y'all must have seen that video of that guy that went to McDonald's in a paramotor. Imagine being able to do that. That's sick AF. Sick as HE double hockey sticks. Yeah, that just happened. I really want to see Mickey 17, that new Robert Pattinson movie. I should really try to not smack my lips because I know it gets into the final cut because I'm using a headset microphone and not a real one. So it all goes through. You can hear it all. I swear to God, I was just talking about something and I don't remember. I was talking about smack my lips. What was I talking about before? Oh, the new Robert Pattinson Mickey 17 movie. It's directed by Bong Joon-ho. I probably shouldn't have tried to say that. But he was the director of Parasite. I never saw Parasite because it looked a little too scary for me. I'm not a big horror movie guy. But Mickey 17 does look really good and I want to see it. I'm going home soon, so I'll probably see it when I go home at my local cinema. It's not a cinema, it's a movie theater. Who are we kidding? But I'm quite excited for it. I also want to see Novocaine with Jack Quaid from The Boys. I think it looks alright. Turn my brain off to it, have some fun. Have some fun with some fellas. I don't know. Looks pretty good. Should I not put this divider here? And then I can bring this up and put like a slanted roof connecting to it. I think that's probably the play. But yeah, I can't keep talking about movies as my only fail-safe. Hey, let's talk about sports. Let's talk about sports I think I could just do right now. The sport I think is easiest is soccer. I'm sorry, but comparatively, that's a sport you can pick up. Excuse me. Excuse me. You got nothing. You got nothing to give. Yeah, I could do soccer. Great? No. But could I do it compared to like just doing football? Yes. Compared to hockey, compared to baseball, compared to most stuff, I feel like you can just pick up soccer, go for it. Now what should we do here? I'll texture this later too, but I definitely don't have the brain power for that. Should I do like the same thing as over here? Sure, sure, sure. I don't know what to do here. I need some fences. Maybe that'll spark some ideas. That was way too many. What was I talking about? It's Jover. So Jover. Oh, why'd I do that? It's all falling apart. Thinking like this is a little woodshed sort of thing going on. Put some slabs over it maybe. Maybe. Bam. Let's just sit in some silence, you know? Yep. Sorry. Also on the Vanilla Tweaks texture pack, it makes the logs look a little bit more rounded. So I hope that looks good. Sure. 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 That's Australian for something. I don't know, but it is. Oh, this looks horrible. Hopefully next time it looks better. I don't know. I'll do some research. I'll find some little like decorations to put on, some facades, how to make this look better. I think it's so bland right now. I'm gonna texture it. I can't keep a train of thought. It's it's like the orange line, just on fire. Why is it on fire? No one knows, but no one can ride it. It's not going anywhere. I'll bring this one up to the same height. And it can be a part of the build. Like at the so, like at that. And then, you know, who's excited for the Minecraft movie? This guy. Oh, I think my dream is to have a late night talk show like Conan, but I'm not as funny as Conan, so I don't think it would work. But it'd be so fun to host. Also, no one watches anymore, like late night anymore. They'll maybe watch clips the next day if someone they like is on, but no one watches late night. No one stays up for it. No one even stays up for SNL or anything. They just wait until the next day. I love them all. Not all late night, but I love what they're trying to do, and they just can't do it anymore, which just stinks. Stinks bad. But yeah. Ugh. I can't build this while talking. I do not have that power. How long's it been? Can I please stop? I gotta make it like 40 minutes again. I have no idea how long it's been. Maybe I should explore. I feel like that's easy to not think of. Where's my horse? Oh, I left it at my house. It's easy to explore and not think. Oh, I've been watching the Mission Impossible movies. Some are a hit and some are a big ol' miss. And by that, I mean Mission Impossible 2 sucks. It sucks. It's just a objectively bad movie. It feels like it's from 2000. I think that's when it came out, or like 2001. And the editing and the music and the slow-mo and the outfits, everything about it is like, what is going on? What is happening? Stop. It took me about, I think, 7 days to finish it. I could only watch a few minutes a day before I just couldn't handle it anymore. It was obscene. It was too far. They took it too far. First one, good. Third one, good. Fourth one, great. Loving it. Fifth one, pretty good. Sixth one, I'm still working my way through that one. I'm like halfway through 6, and then I still have to watch 7, and I'll be done. I'm gonna watch Daredevil after that, because I've never actually watched Daredevil. But, what was I saying? But yeah, Mission Impossible, good movies, but the second one is blatantly bad. Bad with 2 D's. Bad Bunny. Should I talk about politics? Should I get political on here? I couldn't tell you what's going on in politics. I've been off social media as much as I can lately, because it's a poison. I got no idea what's going on. I saw Trump met with the Ukrainian prime minister or whatever, and he thought he was rude because he didn't dress up or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I got no horse in this race, except the one I'm riding right now. I think we should go back to what George Washington said. Eliminate the parties. You ever think about how strong the government is? How good they control us? They created these parties so we'd go against each other, so that we wouldn't watch what they're doing up in their ivory towers while we fight over scraps of bread. And they just get away with it. But no. I had to write an essay about happiness, but not like you think. I was just kind of complaining about it the whole time, saying how the media sticks it down our throats, so we can't, and like we feel bad for not being happy. I don't know. I was just kind of blabbering. Oh no. How's he gonna get across? I'll go around. Oh no. here. This is just a bad horse, but I tried like, okay, please. I tried like 3 other horses before him, and this is somehow the best one. Come on, yes. Yeah, the government's good at what they do. That's why I don't like organizations in general. I believe in the freedom of the individual. Like I want to go somewhere I can be free, you know? I love this map. I love big biomes. It makes the world feel so much more real. Like, there's something classic about seeing a desert, a jungle, and a plains biome and an ocean all touching. But this feels so much larger than yourself and such a blanker canvas, so much more to work with. It's nice. Yeah. I was talking to my friend Bobby the other day, and we were talking about, our routines and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I can usually go like 3 days without showering before I smell. I was like, why do you let it get to that point? That's disgusting. You you wait 3 days to you wait until you smell the shower? He's like, yeah. Like, that's not normal. What's wrong with you? Everyone in the comments say, Bobby, you're an animal. Hashtag Bobby, you're an animal. Because he's a little creature, you know? He's crazy at rock climbing. I do commend him for that. But, like, he should shower after rock climbing. He doesn't. He goes 3 to 4 days without showering. I'm like, that is crazy, buddy. Wash up. Little monster. Little guy. Yeah. What else? Oh, another village. Oh, a mountain. Go check this out. Where am I on my map? The biomes are a bit too big, though, you know? They're fine, but it's taking me this long to get across a plains biome. And they look great. I love the new world generation. But, ugh, but it takes so long to get across. Oh, so very long. That's why I want Elytra, but I'm gonna take my time before I go to the Ender Dragon. I do want to develop the town I'm building now. Hopefully make it something I'm kind of proud of. No, I don't feel pride. I think that's an emotion I'm missing. I'm trying to think of something I'm proud of. Every time I do something, I'm just kind of relieved that it's done, and that's all I'll feel. But pride, I don't feel pride for a job well done. When do I do a job well done? This is not a job well done. This is 40 minutes of me blabbering about my friend Bobby's stinky habits. He's a little stinker. And the world's not real. Open your eyes. Y'all ever play that game Lethal Company? It's pretty fun. I've been playing with my friends lately with a bunch of mods. So, maybe I'll do a let's play with that. Maybe that could be fun. This looks so sick. I would go up there, but there's probably powdered snow and my horse would die. I couldn't save it. I'd die probably. But yeah, Lethal Company would be fun. LMFAO, funny moments. AFV, America's Funniest Home Videos. Let's bring that back. That's the problem with TikTok and Instagram. Took away America's Funniest Home Videos. And ridiculousness. You don't get to sit around with your family anymore and watch a kid slam into a stove. Whatever happened to that? You just watch that alone now. With shame. We used to be a real country that could watch a grown man getting towed on a tube in the middle of the woods, and then he'd fly off it and hit a tree straight in the middle like a Looney Tunes character and wrap his body around it. And he is clearly not okay, but that would be on cable television It was fantastic, and we don't have that anymore. Bring back America's Funniest Home Videos. That would be a fun gig to host. How long is this river? Oh my god. This is great. I want to be either Conan or... Wasn't that Carlton that hosted America's Funniest Home Videos? I want to be one of those two guys one day. I don't think I got the personality for TV. I barely got the personality for this. My personality is too dry. I think, I can do better if I banter with someone. Right now is not the spot to show it off. But then when I'm in a group, it's like I'll let other people take control. I don't need the attention on me, although it would be nice. But yeah, imagine getting a host of America's Funniest Home Videos and just watch that and be like, that's a good one. He's hurt, bad. How do I get around this? This is crazy. C-R-A-Z-Y, crazy. Alright, maybe I could try to... this is gonna stink. Stink baloney. Yeah, I was watching, like, a video of Conan. He's in a car with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart, teaching this girl how to drive, and they just take her to a dispensary. I'm like, that's crazy. That's something. I do wonder how much of Conan's bits and ideas on his show was Conan and how much was his staff. Because he was a writer on SNL, and he had some great bits of his own. But I don't know how many times a week his show would be on. But at a certain point, how much is he doing? I refuse to believe he's coming up with that many great ideas. Oh, this is an island? Brother. Do I just go? That was so much shorter over there. I should have gone over there. Now I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, come on. But yeah, how does he come up with all those ideas? It's just stop moving. I feel like if I were to host a late night show, I wouldn't be very funny with jokes and stuff, but I'd try to be physical. Like, I love bits where a person goes through a window, but on like a stage set. So they just go behind the stage, but they're still going through a window. It's so funny. I want to do that sometime in life. Go through a window on a stage set. That's a dream. Because I don't really like the public stuff. Like, if I had to do Impractical Jokers, I think I'd lose so fast. I'd just be like, give me my punishment. It's over. I couldn't just talk to someone like that. But when it's on like a closed stage, I think I would be able to perform better. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll start my own talk show. I would like to do like. I do want to do a podcast in person, but I feel like you need a group dynamic with that. Because for this, it's just, even if I do talk zone out and it's kind of awkward, there's still gameplay happening in the background. And I'm guessing most people are not watching the gameplay at all because I'm just riding my horse. But there's still something going on. If I were to do in person and if I just sat there, that'd be so sad. And you need like a cool set and money, and I don't have either of those. And someone to do it with. I've always been like, guys, let's start a podcast. Everyone's like, no. Why not? Why can't we start a podcast, guys? It'd be lit. So yeah, if someone wants to start a podcast, let me know. Because I've already got one, and it's got 7 views. We're rolling in it. Oh my god. Don't give me apparently. Y'all ever seen that bit? I've quoted it like 3 times already. Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. You ever had dog? Apparently it tastes good. Don't give me apparently. This horse stinks. S-T-I-N-K-S. Can I get in here real quick to take a little napper? Little napsy? I feel like I'm just jumping around. But yeah, Conan's great. He hosted the Oscars the other day. I thought that was fine. I feel like that's not where he best shines. Although, mostly he does stage stuff, but he has to pander to such a wide audience for that. And I feel like His most absurd bit was crawling out of the body, like from the substance. But I don't. That just kind of grossed me out. So I didn't really like that much. And the song was funny, but otherwise it was just a monologue for a while. And I feel like he is best when he's running around. I know he's like 67 or something. He looks 50 at least, and he acts like he's 30. There are so many rivers. I should have taken a boat. I feel like I already crossed this river. Oh, that was so bad. Yeah, it's sad to see people get old, especially people personal to you, but like, even these celebrities. I remember when I was a kid and Conan would be on, and it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did a full-on acrobatics flip routine. But now, it's tough to watch. It's like watching, I don't know what it's like watching. It's like watching a knife dug deep into a wound. I should put some Daft Punk over this. I haven't decided if I'm going to edit this video or not. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. I'll probably upload this as soon as I finish recording. If I go that way, is there just another river right there? And I just can't get around? Because that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm just stuck in these rivers. Can I? Maybe I get around. I'm gonna have to cross it again at some point. Unless it just ends over here, but I doubt it does. Yeah, I wish I had the talent, the charisma, the likability as Conan. He's just so good at the deprecating humor and like letting himself be the joke. I think I can do that, but not in the same way. He's a master at his craft. Jack of all trades and master in none. That's not even me. I'm a jack of like. I'm just a jack in a deck of cards. I got nothing. I got diddly squat. I wish. I wish. I just wish I was a little bit taller, you know. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good and I could call her. That's all I want out of life. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6-foot baller. Those aren't the lyrics. I messed it up. I can't even rap right. I want to have more creative outlets, but I feel so contained right now. Like I was talking about last time, I feel guilty when I'm not doing work, and it stinks. How is there another river? Call this the river. Call this the Weezer episode. The way these rivers be Cuomoing. Cut that. But if I had a podcast, not as bad as, I think Eric Andre, hilarious. But he takes it not too far, but takes it to a level I don't think I could do. And I'd feel like I'd want to give 100% of whatever I can do. I think, in my mind, you need a suit to host a late night show, and I don't have a suit, so I don't know what I'm gonna do when I make my late night show. Imagine recording it at like 2 a.m. though. I think that'd be funny. You stay up that late to record it, and you are so tired. You are like snoozing on camera. No, but that'd be so it would be like funny for one episode. But then it would be like, this guy's dead. So yeah, I don't know how it'd be. Maybe I'll give it a go. I think I'm about to end the episode. I think it's been like at least 30 minutes, right? Do I have any final thoughts? No, I don't have any. I don't know how I even had this many to go on for this long. No one's listening. No one. I'm also. I don't want to. I don't want to work. I just want to bang on my drum all day. You know. Feel what I'm saying? I need someone to riff off of. Maybe I should talk to AI. Maybe I should have Siri on the call. Maybe that would be good. Well, hey guys, thanks for watching, listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Who knows if there'll be another one. I'll probably do some off-camera mining again. I'll see you guys in the next one.